welcome back to another episode of the Rapid Speed Run. We are up to 900 elo. We are increasing our elo quickly. We have still very volatile rating range. This is only our 5th game. So we are growing quickly. We have a gambit. We'll defend our pawn and see what our opponent goes with here. So he wants me to take again, looking to develop quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and develop again. We'll see what he has prepared. Pawn takes is almost certainly not as good as knight takes, but we'll see what our opponent's thinking here. I want to open up lines for my bishops. Okay. I don't want to take and let him unisolate his pawn and to make it back to a central pawn. So I think let's just keep developing normally here. If he takes, that helps me develop my queen. That's good for me. I'm looking at the possibility, okay, brings his bishop out. I'm looking at maybe bishop f4. That threatens to win a pawn, since I'll have my bishop and knight attacking e5. And then if he drops back somewhere, I could maybe hop my knight in and threaten the fork there on c7. That looks pretty good to me. What if I go knight d5 right away? Pressures this pawn a bit. And then I follow up, but that does give him a chance to just kick my knight out right away. So let's just develop like we planned. This also leaves the option of moving my queen and then castling long, which would be a fun way to play. And he develops the queen, but now I can do this with the tempo, and he has to go right back. So I think I'm going to be winning a bit of material here. He can throw in the check, but instead of taking, I would actually just block with my pawn. He has to go back to d7, or d8 rather. I guess that works as well. That does still leave that square defended. Takes. So I think I want to go takes back, check. Where does he move his king in that position? That's almost certainly good for me. Is that checkmate though? Or at least a devastating attack. Let's go for it. I don't have to calculate too much. I at least win a pawn back here, and he will have to move his king so he can no longer castle. And we're gonna get some quick play. So let's see this play out. He could block there with his queen. I would then be able to play this check though, make his king move anyways, trade queens, and then pick up the rook. So that's what he goes with. This is definitely completely losing for him. So let's play it out. Also could have taken the queen first and then played that check. But if he misplays this, I'm potentially playing for something more than just winning the rook. So that is the right move because I can't play my bishop there because his knight defends. So I'm gonna have to go with this move, trade queens, and then I can take the rook. I can also capture the pawn and threaten this rook. I don't think that works though, because then he can go here to counterattack my bishop, so I don't have time to take the rook cleanly, because then he would pick up my bishop. So yeah, let's just take the rook. I guess my bishop is hanging. No, actually it is going to be better to take this pawn. That saves my bishop. At the very worst, he does find this move. If he finds that move, I can drop my bishop back. I'm still going to win this rook, because even if he goes here, I can go back with check and then win the rook. So let's do that. Okay, he pushes a pawn. I'll go ahead and take the rook. Likely to long castle next move. Okay, now if he gives a check, I'll just block with my pawn. He could have gone there to trap my knight temporarily. He does not. Let's long castle, looking to win a pawn and trade bishops. Might have been good to try and save my knight as well, but we're up 8 points of material, so that might also just have been unnecessary. If I go there, which is probably what I'm going to play, he can give a check. I just scoot over. That doesn't hurt, so we will do that. Okay. Let's trade bishops. Also be, oh, he does not accept right away. Let's get my knight out. He does threaten that pawn. Maybe I should have pushed or defended. It shouldn't matter too much, but just to prevent that, because it's easy enough to prevent, I can start by taking the bishop. He takes with the queen. No, that doesn't work, because then he'll be guarding his knight. So let's take this bishop. If he snags the pawn, which he does, couple moves here. Let's bring my knight back. And he resigns. All right, let's take a quick look at the game review, see how we did. All right, 80% accuracy, not too bad. Looks like we did not play the opening perfectly, but we played very well in the middle game. So he plays the England Gambit. That is d4 followed by e5 from our opponent, offering up the pawn. Knight out, this is all theory. And then that's a playable move, but then almost certainly, yeah, taking back with the knight is better. Taking back with the pawn already is considered a mistake, because it's a nice late pawn. And actually, as early as move 4 here, it says I have a winning advantage. So develop the pawn, best move. Okay, this was a miss, an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's see that line. Why does that win a bishop? He takes. Okay, I play that check. Oh, I guess he already has to move his king, which is very, very bad. And then queen takes e5. Why can't I play? Okay, both these moves are good. I guess this is quite a bit better. This makes his king move there. I assume I get my bishop out. d5. Yeah, this is, and he has to sack his queen. Obviously this game is completely over. Okay, so that's good to know. I don't think I'll run into this line with g takes f6 again, but if I do, that's too slow. Again, I think same pattern there. Yeah, so there, check, move king. Same reason why that is not good. And that's a big reason why the opening accuracy wasn't great. It was because of that missed tactic a couple times. Okay, I played this best. Now I find that check. Already here, I'm surprised I didn't just see this move and play it. That would have been probably the best move. Yeah, it wanted me to just take the pawn with check, but that's all right. This is obviously completely winning. I did play those moves right with the bishop. Take, block, long castles. Just curious, would have been slightly better to continue to harass the bishop. In this situation, I would have been able to trade the knight off for us. That would have been nice. That's best. That's good. Again, continuing to attack the bishop is best there. He takes that, I bring my knight back and resigns. All right, that's the analysis of the game. Thanks for joining.